coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Green Bay Packers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Pulls it in at the 13. And able to get this out to the 25. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. And his first pass is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
To throw again on second down. Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Those defense for the Packers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, and maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So opening drive 3rd down, they complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert, he's got the connection to Moore. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Back to the air. Herbert on second down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. From the 50, here's Herbert. And this one is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And Charles, it's now a 2-touchdown lead in the opening quarter. Following that pick six, they are off to a fast start in this one.
And absolutely ecstatic on the sideline after that play, aren't they? Not just because they get the lead, but how about seeing one of their guys get a chance to take it in for 6? Already up a pair of touchdowns. They've got everything going their way early on.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Herbert. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamper?
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Completed out left to Dobbs.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tonyan.
And it's a Packers touchdown.
Robert Tonyan.
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Packers take a 3-touchdown lead.
I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. That one goes for 24 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And some space here. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Third and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A great play there.
And the Packers continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And that stretches the lead to 27. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. From the 39, Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Herbert on third down now.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On fourth down, Herbert. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Throwing on first down. Daly buying time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.